I'm Emma Starling, trauma sensitive EFT trainer and leadership activator for trailblazing healers, coaches, and leaders. Before I found tapping, I knew I was meant to make a bigger impact, but I was knackered. I was working in corporate and I wasn't listening to the tap on the shoulder, and I was swinging between overworking and shutting down because it all just felt too much. My voice felt stuck. My ideas got jammed up by self-doubt. And the worst part was I could see the vision, but I couldn't seem to get there. And sometimes when I did, I couldn't hold on to it without burning out. And then I discovered EFT, and it was like someone handed me the missing key. I use it to regulate my nervous system, and I used it then to clear years and years and years of visibility fears and worthiness fears. Am I good enough? And all of this, to actually embody the leader I already was on the inside. It gave me the tools to grow my business, to leave corporate and go full time, to bet on myself and back myself. And then gradually over the years to serve at higher and higher levels, and to do it without that constant push and pull of burnout and then retreat. So if you are here today, and if you're a coach, healer, or leader with a big mission especially, you probably know exactly what I mean. You know, the noise, the pressure, the fear of being seen, the frustration of not being seen enough. Tapping will help you turn down that noise. It'll help you reconnect with your truth and share your work in a way that feels grounded, powerful, and sustainable. So whilst this is not therapy and it's not clinical EFT as I would probably do with a one-to-one client, therefore it's not a substitute for professional care. It is a very, very good way to help your body get back into a healing environment, if you like, so that it can begin to relax, to release tension and stress, which causes untold problems in the body. And it works by gently stimulating acupressure points while focusing on a thought or a feeling that then calms your stress response, clears the stuck energy, rewires old thoughts, beliefs, and patterns around that theme so that you can get clear and go for your next move, right? So the way that we're doing that today is we are going to pull a card from the beautiful Oracle of the Seven Energies deck by Colette Baron Reid. It's a lovely way to get a theme that applies to more than one person as a good substitute for doing one-to-one work. And it's a great way to tune in to a message that you didn't produce with your conscious mind. Because when we lead with the conscious mind, it kind of steers us where it wants us to go, right? And away from things that it maybe doesn't want us to look at. Whereas when I pull a message, invariably it hits home with several people at least, and it invites you to look at something that you might not have otherwise considered. Okay, so I'm going to ask the cards, and again, you don't have to do cards or have cards or believe in cards. Just think of it as this is the theme for the day and this is how I get to it. So what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? And then we're going to tap in some stuff about the message. What do we need to know, live or on replay, whenever people see this? Oh, beautiful. And I always say, and this is a great example, that if the card matches my outfit, we are on to a winner for a really big message for that day. So let me just bring you a little bit closer. So the card that's come out today is number 27, is a grand symphony. And I've got green and cream on. So you can't make this stuff up, guys. Right. So number 27, excuse me, let's have a look. I'm going to invite you to notice what happens in your body. Just notice what reaction you're having. As I read out this message, it might be that you feel that you resonate with it. It might be that you feel resistant to it. It might be that you're questioning it. You might get some, yeah, right, kind of a statement. You might get some other self-talk around it, but just notice what comes up when I read out this message for you. And then let me know in the comments, and we're going to tap on any resistance, or we're going to tap up how congruent it feels for you. Okay, so this card overall is about inclusivity, being part of the whole, removing bias, seeing the interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence, unity consciousness, and the end of division. It's a beautiful card for today. And it says, as human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played on all of us, because although our five senses and intellect can help us manage experiences in the material world, and intuition helps us navigate the invisible, we will struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit. We still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. You're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. But equally, you need to learn to be selfless and put we before me, seeing yourself as part of the consciousness that unifies us all. You're being invited to step back and see the bigger picture today until your individual part on the world stage disappears and blends with the glory of all life. It's true that who you are and what you do counts in far reaching ways. Consider this though, when you listen to music, it's not the whole, not any single one note on its own that makes that song come alive, right? It's the harmony. So today, ask yourself, can you be part of something bigger? Can you put the principles and needs of the group above your own wants? Can you fully embrace the concept of unity and diversity by celebrating all the notes in the symphony? If so, then you will indeed be wise, and whatever you are dreaming about will be fulfilled beyond your wildest hopes. It's time to do your part to sing in harmony with others. Stay in tune and learn the new harmonies and notes, because such sweetness will arise when you do. What a beautiful message. And it's funny because we just had a session in my cocoon where one of the participants was saying about deepening connection to nature and all of that. And it really, really resonates with that too, doesn't it? So think about you, the part you play in the collective, in the greater good. And it might be that you kind of have this feeling, well, I'm nobody special. Who am I? I don't know what part I play. And we're going to tap on that, or whatever else you feel that's coming up for you. Okay, so I'm just going to tap in some of the words in the book, but I just want you to tune in to how you feel about this message. Does it resonate? And for those of you just joining, it's a grand symphony, right? The part you play in the greater good and collective consciousness. So all you need is 2 fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being. So just tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. Okay, so we start on the inner eyebrow point right there. Okay. Today, I need to focus on my own special harmony outside of the eye and the contribution it makes to the symphony of the world. Under the eye, I'm being invited to step back and see the bigger picture. Under the nose, and how my part blends with the glory of all life. On the chin, who I am and what I do counts in far-reaching ways. Collarbones, and today is my chance to be part of something bigger. Under the arm, to embrace unity and diversity and all the notes in the harmony. Top of the head. So I open myself up now to sing in harmony with all others, for the greatest and highest good of all concerned. And then on the third eye in the forehead, so be it, and so it is. And then just take a breath. So the thing about this card is, so have a think about how you feel now. Tune into the physical. Any sensations that were there, how are they now? Did you get any kind of clarity or epiphany while we were doing that? That's just one round of tapping, right? And it might not be clinical EFT that we do here because we can't, because it's not a safe trauma setting. The thing about this is the process is the same. So whilst you were thinking about that and your contribution to the greater whole and all the rest of it, any resistance, any questions, any who am I to do this will have come up in the background. Any thoughts, any emotions that are linked to that, and anything that caused that for you to believe that, right? It's all starting to be dissolved. All the neural pathways are starting to dissolve and recombobulate. And you might start going, actually, and look at it a different way, right? Because we are all part of a greater collective than just ourselves, just our family, just our community, and everybody is valid on their own and as part of the whole. And one of my favorite sayings ever is, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And that is exactly what I try to live my life by, and it's exactly how I built my business, in the sense that I work in groups predominantly. I do have one-to-one clients, but I love the power of group work, but also in the concept of rising together like a flock of starlings, right? Or other birds of choice. I just say starling because it's my name. Um, in the sense that we fly together, we rise together, we move together, and that what you do can benefit the whole. And if you are working with other people in a transformational capacity, like coaching, healing, mentoring, any kind of health, wellness or practitioner or therapist or counselor, then, you know, it's likely that you have a big message and some really magical medicine within you that you could get out into the world. But sometimes there's a part of us that holds back, right? This whole what possible contribution could I make kind of thing? Who am I to kind of think that I'm different or special or got a bigger message or whatever? Who are you not to? Right? There's something in you that you brought into this lifetime to be shared with humanity. And all sorts of things like visibility fears, I'm not good enough, upper limits, all of those things get in the way of us sharing that, don't they? And when we do that, essentially, not consciously and not on purpose, but we are detracting from the clients who need your particular brand of messaging, of magic, of medicine. So if you are a coach, a healer, a wellness practitioner, anybody who works with anyone else in a transformational or helping capacity, and there is something tapping you on the shoulder saying, you've got a bigger message to put out there, but there's something holding you back, I would invite you to come and join the Trailblazer portal. I've changed it from map because it's not a map, it's a portal, because the territory is yet unwritten. It's untrodden for you. But it's 3 days at the end of August, towards the end of August, so 20th, 21st, and 22nd. You could come and join me in my private Zoom room where we are going to go through 3 really powerful sessions to help you release the blocks, engage with the vision of what that movement, what that message is that you could bring to the world, and then show you how to do that in a really safe way so that you feel completely aligned and congruent with what it is that you want to bring to the world, and you feel capable and ready and worthy of doing it. If that sounds good to you, stick portal in the comments below this portal. Sorry, I shouldn't drop my T's. Below this video, wherever you're consuming it. Let me know if you would like the link and I will pop that out to you today. It's just £22. If you grab the early bird, it will then go up to 55 and then 99 if you leave it till last minute kind of thing. And you will get 3 diagnostic tools as well out of it, and such clarity on what's been holding you back and how to move forward. I can't even put it into words. So I would love to see you in the Trailblazer portal, 20th, 21st, and 22nd of August. If you're in, put portal in the comments below. And if not, that's cool too. And if you enjoyed this daily tap, if it helped you, if it resonated, please do feel free to like and share it with people. Tag them to come and join us here. Share my page if you want to with them, if they're okay with that. And let's get this message out to people that you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay blocked. You can shift things in a really simple, easy way with the daily tap, right? And with that, I'm going to leave you to your day. Have a great one, and I will